You guys out there? Okay, hey, Eric. Can you see my screen, Eric? Andrew, are you out there?
Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I got background noise from you. Are you in your car or are you in your outdoors? I think there's only 3 of us. Yeah, here. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, good. Hopefully there'll be some more people coming in. I know you guys got questions. I'm going to try to unblock you, Eric, okay, or unmute you. If you guys can tolerate the background noise. I can't, just so you know, Andrew, I can't see you in my attendee list. Okay, hopefully you guys can tolerate this. Okay, let's get started. Do you have any questions, Eric, right now? You're able to talk right now if you want. Or you want to put it in the chat mode?
Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah. Andrew, why don't you said you got some questions, right?
Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Andrew, can you hear me? Hello, Sharik. Sorry about the background noise. Wow.
Can you hear me, Brian?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just don't have you online.
No, I'm just on the audio link.
Okay.
I'm using Skype.
Yeah.
While I'm in my car, so this is mobile Skype.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Hello? Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Eric. There you go.
Right?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Okay. Why don't we start with you, Eric? Go ahead.
It seems like we are scheduled to talk about interactive broker API.
Yeah.
But we changed that to you may invite Mike to give us a present for genetic programming like that, right? So
yeah, go ahead.
are we gonna?
So are you asking about if we're going to be doing genetic algorithm programming tonight?
No. I mean, when will we talk about that IB API? They got a API, right?
Yeah.
And you mentioned we gonna talk about art script tonight.
Well, I just wanted to keep this a very general, open-ended. For Monday, next Monday on the 25th, I'll be talking about the different aspects of this art script that I have. But that's that's going to be on Monday. This is just for more general people. Just have any other questions. But you know, is there anything specific you want to understand about it, or?
Oh, okay. I'm using a multi-chart. Do you heard of that? A multi-chart.
Multi-chart, I know. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to prepare some easy language grammar and write some strategies on multi-chart.
Okay.
These days. So, do you have any strategies tested on that platform or similar strategies like trend following strategies or other kind of strategies on multi-chart or other platforms? And you mentioned you choose LMAX.
Yep.
This exchange, right?
Yep.
So, why do you choose this platform, and you will talk about that later?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I choose LMAX over anybody else, with probably the exception of Interactive Brokers, two reasons. LMAX is market neutral, so meaning if you do with any the bigger brokers like I don't know, FXCM comes to mind. They're more market makers, so they're going to start to potentially manipulate your trades and that sort of thing. LMAX doesn't do that. The other thing about LMAX is that they share liquidity through a variety of different big players. So they have all their brokers involved. So they have some good liquidity through their. They're not really a broker. They're more of an exchange. But the big attractive thing for me is it's market neutral. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So, you used to mention use your shim and like a trade link.
Yeah.
So how is that going? And
okay.
I mean, I just means I think there are many exchanges, and we can try a different platform, trading platforms or API like Nasdaq. So
yeah, sorry.
Like a interactive broker or trade system, they are very. I think that they are big platforms, and if we develop strategies on that platform, that will be some kind of enough, and so we may focus on the strategies development, or
Right.
like more quickly. It just means we're gonna be go to that next stage. So we don't need to wait down to set up platforms.
Yeah.
So there may be a choice.
Yeah, you're exactly hitting the nail. I've been doing this for a few years now, so I've played with enough trading platforms. I can give you the pros and cons of each, probably all the major open source ones. Right now, I've looked at the best thing I've come away with this whole lesson. I'm just going to pull up my YouTube channel. I don't know if you haven't seen this. Let me just mute that. I'm just going to pull up a video that is useful for people. This is the definite way I'm going to be going. Let me just pull this up. I think it's this one. It's a half-an-hour video. Nope. So yeah, I'm just trying to find the appropriate video. Have you seen my video on the API for interactive brokers?
Not yet.
Okay, this is definitely the direction I'm going. I'm just trying to find it. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Okay, so this one right here, if you want to, I'll put the title in the chat mode or the link. Just give me a second here. Okay, so this video basically is a whole complete demo of what you're planning. I've come away with all these open trading platforms. They do more harm than benefit. So I've talked to enough people, and they say the same thing. Just work with your API of your broker. Obviously, I'll be using Interactive Brokers, and they're pretty well the largest in the world. So I know that they'll be around in, let's say, 5 years from now. So my plan is to work with the Interactive Brokers API using their TWS, the Trade Workstation. And from there, in this demo of this video, what I show is there's a Java demo using their example code, and you can bridge that with your R strategies done in R, and it's all done in one location. So it's very powerful, and there's using this other R package called JCaller, I believe it is. But if you watch that video, you see how it works, and that's the plan. And what that means now, I can, instead of working on whatever platform, whatever broker, I just focus on the strategies, and all those strategies will be done in R. And that's what I'm doing from this day forward. Does that answer your question, Eric?
Okay. No. I got it.
Okay. I'm going to mute everybody else here. I think we're up to, I got 5 people. So hopefully there's nobody's got any background noise. Okay, so does anybody have any other questions? I have Sharik, Andreas. Yeah, I got some background noise. The best way to go about this is if you want to type something up in the chat mode, and then I can take whatever questions you might have. I don't know if you have any other questions, Eric, at all? Anybody? Yeah, I'm just going to unmute each person. I've unmuted Andreas. Sharik is getting unmuted. Sounds like, Andreas, you're the one with the background noise. You out there, Andreas?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having some problems with the microphone. Can you hear me?
Yeah. The only problem is just the background noise. So I'm going to block you for a minute, and just if you got a question, just type it up in the chat mode, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, hang on. You guys can you guys see my screen? Apparently you can. If you guys can just let me know in the chat mode. I just got a question from Ulan. I hope I got your name. I think Eric said he could see my screen, no problem. Yeah, I just checked my webinar go-to meeting. It says that people should be able to see my screen. Are you on Windows or Mac, Ulan? Yeah, Andreas says he can see my screen, no problem. Yeah, so I don't know what to say. Yeah, it must be the client. Windows, Mac, or Linux only, my friend. Anybody else got any questions? Yeah, I wish I could help you, Ulan. Anybody else got any questions? Andreas, if you got a question, you want to type it up in the chat mode. I can easily unblock you if you want. Any other questions, Eric, at all? Okay. Eric, any other questions? The whole idea of this meetup is, or online event, is just so that people have any questions and can try to answer them for everybody. I wish I could help you out, Ulan. Anybody got any questions at all? Because I haven't really formalized any presentations. I can tell you what I'm doing right now, if that will help. That's the whole point of this webinar, just to see people that have any questions or anything that wants to get answered. Okay, it sounds like nobody's got any questions. If you got any questions, just let me know. What I'll do is, how many of you guys work with R? If you guys want to type it up, or I'm going to try, if you guys want to jump in. Okay, Andreas works with R. What about you, Eric, or Sharik? I hope I get your pronunciation, your name right. Okay, Sharik says no. Ulan is working with Octave. What about you, Eric? Not yet. Okay. How advanced are you in terms of R, Andreas? Would you say? Like a couple of months, a year, a couple of years? Reason I'm suggesting R is because I've worked with, yeah, Andreas, same with me. I've worked with it for about 6 months now. I'm by no means an expert in it. One of the things I've worked with MATLAB for about 4 to 6 months. Obviously, MATLAB's very expensive. The thing I like about R is it's on par with MATLAB, but it's obviously open source and it's free. And that's what I'm using to do all my strategy development. Okay, Eric's saying he's looking for strategies. So you're using EL, which is obviously Easy Language, which is TradeStation. Yeah, right now, if you watch this video that I've got listed, I'm using, I'll just put this link up again, is what I've done is I have Java interacting with the interactive brokers, API, and then that works in conjunction with TWS. At the same time, I can make calls to an R script right within my Java application. Very powerful, very fast. I try to do the same thing with C#. It's very limiting. So I'm thinking that the best combination right now for me is Java and R. So that's why I'm going with this combination. Anybody got any questions based around that at all? And I could show you some stuff that I do in R. Anybody? You guys want to type something up in the chat? Or okay, what I'll do is I'll just show you what I'm working on right now. Right now, I'm working with something called what do you call it? SeekingAlpha.com. Right here. Let me just show you that website. It's probably one of the most popular websites on the planet for stock picking, and I'm going to be contributing to that quite often. So right now, what I'm working on is a script that basically goes in and does all kinds of crazy stuff. So let me just show you some demos that I'm playing with. Let's say for Seeking Alpha, I have they only really allow me to contribute U.S. equities. So in my case, that's all I can really contribute is obviously U.S. equity. So this software that you're looking at right now is called R Studio. It's no different than a MATLAB environment or Visual Studio or Eclipse. It's like what they call an IDE or an integrated development environment. It's fully in R, and it's not new, but it's been out for a while. It's quickly becoming the standard on how people develop within R. But I'll show you how this works. Right here under this Bollinger quant mod.r is my R script. So let me just show you what I'm working on currently. We have R packages no different than MATLAB toolboxes. So I just click in run each step, and I'll just show you what this does. So I'll do a run, and here's the console. And I'll just do a run. So right now I'm assigning a symbol of Apple, and right now it will do a download of the Apple stock from Yahoo. So I'll just run that, and I'll assign it into this X variable. So right now it's just downloaded the X, and right now I have over 8,646 call them data elements. It's like an XTS is a type of R data type or data object. So if I do a summary on X, or sorry, let me just do a summary. These are various functions that you can do within R. So if I do a summary on X, this will give me obviously my open, my high, low, close, all that stuff from Yahoo, running this one line right here. So now this is a very powerful thing that you can do within R. Now I'm only doing technical trading right now, but I can do a chart like this. Let me just blow this up. And this is a typical chart of the last 3 months that you can get from Apple on the performance. That's pretty cool, eh? And that's just within 2 lines. You really can't do that within R, or sorry, MATLAB or any other language that I know. But it's very cool. And then I can add typical technical indicators like Bollinger Bands. So let me just blow this up so you can see the Bollinger Bands, the upper and lower. And I'm also just going to add on an RSI as well. So here's the RSI, relative strength indicator. So that's how simple it is within R. 4 lines. You can do these sort of powerful stock calls and graphs and plots. Very powerful. That's why I'm using R. I've played with MATLAB enough, and it's very difficult just to do this sort of thing within MATLAB and any other language. It's good luck with that. Anybody got any questions based on that so far? If you want to type them up. I'm going to try to unblock you, Brian, so hopefully you don't have any background noise. Everyone's unblocked so far so that it doesn't look like I can unblock you. Yeah, where is the R script? Unfortunately, I haven't put this up yet. This is just in build mode. If you want, I can just put it in the chat mode. You can just copy it right from the chat mode, just like that. Yeah, so that's the entire R script. All right. You guys still out there? If you want to... Anybody else got any questions or anything? Whoa, we got somebody. Hey, Brian, I can see you on camera. Anybody got any further questions or anything? Audio phone number does not work. Nothing happens when I press 1 for English. Yeah, I got that. Right now, is your best bet is to just work with us on the chat mode. That's usually how it's done, Brian. I realize you probably knew this whole process. I just unmuted you, Andreas. Oh, hang on.
Yes.
You got a question, Andreas?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I know what I know. In this way, I also use this development environment. So no questions so far.
Okay. I was just trying to show some of the other people the power of
Yes,
R.
course.
What's your opinion of R versus some other languages that you may have worked with?
I'm normally working with C++, and
Okay.
I have a trading system written in C++, and
Yeah.
I need R for the learning techniques. And I find R is in some kinds very practical, but you have to know it. And
Yeah.
if you go deeper into R, then it's not so precise like C++.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of language, but has big advantages because many things are already done in libraries, and but you have to learn it. It's not very quick, but it has advantages over C++, and the best is, I think, to combine R with some high-level language like
Yeah.
C++ or Java or something like this.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question about your platform. Is that a homegrown operation, or are you using an open source trading platform?
No, I have a self-written program. It's doing automatic trading, and I need these learning capabilities like support vector machines and decision trees to build into my platform.
Yeah.
So I use R and I change the data between C++ and R platform.
Are you familiar with these two R packages just put up in the chat mode, RCPP and RNside?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. If you know about them, then you know. Yeah,
yeah.
you're doing the same thing what I do with Java with rcaller.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, we do the same. Yeah.
Very, very powerful. Yeah, I got your question, Eric, regarding it's not running. I'm not sure what your error messages are. Okay, I got you, Brian. Okay, I just muted you, Andreas. Okay, so yeah, okay. You know what? Can we take this offline, Eric? Because obviously, I don't want to hold up everybody for your situation. What we can do is we can probably help you out online or whatnot. Yeah, let's do that because it should work. As you can see in my RStudio, it does run. Does anybody else have any questions at all? I've got everybody can talk except for Andreas, who's got some background noise. I can always unblock you, Andreas. If you guys want to type up in the chat mode. Okay. Okay, let me just go through this here. I don't have RCP that has different libraries. No, the RCPP RNside are totally separate from what I've shown you here on the this demo with this charting. It's totally separate. That's just for something with regards with Andreas. To run this demo here, you definitely need the quant mod. If you're using RStudio, you can just come under your packages and load it up under here, install pack, and then you can just go something similar like quant mod or whatever. Make sure you have this repository CRAN picked and go quant mod and then just install it, and off it goes and install it. It's very powerful, very easy. That's why I like it. Oh, just so you know, Eric, I know RCPP and RNside can only be done in Linux. It needs GCC to run. So if you have on Windows, oh, I can't remember the name of it. There's the Unix, I can't remember the name, but it includes the GCC in it. You're better off to do it within your completely native virtual box and set up a Linux box environment and virtualize it that way, or set up a dedicated hardware box with Linux. Yeah, because without the GCC, you won't be able to build RNside and RCPP. Like here, if I try to run RCPP, let me just show you a demo of how to grab the RCPP or any package. So I'll install it, and then it will install it. But yeah, it's called. Now you gotta remember this is case sensitive. RCPP. So there you go. So it's opening the URL of the repository, and it'll start downloading it. So let me just see if it's been installed. Yes, it has. Okay, so it's there. If I click on this guy to install it, it shouldn't work because it needs the underlying GCC, but it looks like somehow it's working. But that's just one gotcha I need to let you know about the RCPP for Windows. I'm not sure if it'll help you out. Anybody else got any questions at all? If you want to type out in the chat mode. Anybody? Brian, you got any questions at all? Or Sharik? Or Andreas, I can always unblock you. Sure? Brian, you got any questions at all? Because we're going to keep this down to about till about 7 o'clock. I mean, we can wrap it up earlier if you want, keep it a short webinar. I just wanted to keep it open so people can, you know, if you have any questions. Is there anything else I can show you guys at all? The system you're looking at pretty well has everything under the sun, including MATLAB. Any MATLAB questions or art questions or anything else I can show you? Anybody? Because we were hoping to have a bigger audience. Eric, do you have any other questions at all? No? Okay, Eric, it looks like we might be able to help you out. What's your error message that you're getting in this script that I just built, this one right here? I'm just highlighting. What's the issue that you have? You can talk it, Eric. Okay. Are you using our studio right now, Eric? So it'll make life easier when it comes to your... Okay, good. If you get any weird errors saying that the RCPP is not going to run on you're running on Windows, right? Yeah, you might have a weird error message with the RCPP, and that's just due to the fact that your RCPP might not build locally. Yeah, so you may have a problem with the RCPP. Let me just show you what I mean. And it's right from Dirk, the author. Just give me a second here. I'll just show you the link. Yeah, right here. That's my own link. Okay, this might be enough. I can't remember. Yeah. I wish I had a note about it, but this guy right here, Dirk Butel, he's the author of RCPP. Let me just, maybe I might be able to show you. See, it's not going to be compatible with Visual Studio, that I know. But I do know it won't work. Okay, so I'm hoping that'll help you out, Eric. Have you dealt with Dirk, Andreas? He sounds like to be a really cool guy. He's done a lot for the art community, that's for sure. And he's always on the quant or Stack Overflow. He can be pretty fast in answering any questions you might have. Anybody else have any questions at all? Put them up in the chat mode. I'm just trying to figure out, Eric? Oh, don't worry about it, Andreas. You're not too late. Yeah, let me just try to unmute you again. Andreas, you out there? I just unmuted you.
So now I have a microphone. Do you have still the noise?
No, that's been eliminated, so that's all good. We just got somebody new just
okay,
joined us.
Yeah.
Ripel, I apologize, my friend. You're right now muted. Okay, no background noise. So do you have any other questions? Everyone could talk now. Anybody have any questions?
I mean, you have showed the RStudio and R, but what you have showed is just the beginning, I think.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to start with R, then you will start like you are showing. I've done this some months ago, but the fun is coming when you can mix R with something from higher languages, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Here,
it's just the starting point.
Yeah, let me just show you another script that I'm working on.
Okay.
This one's very proprietary. I'm not going to be able to release this yet. It's full of bugs. This one's using something called performance analytics. Very powerful. Let me just make sure. No. Yeah. Okay. So what this will do, it's going to show RSI2. I don't know if you're familiar with the. That's a more detailed technical indicator, but what I'll show you is some of the stuff that you can, some of the charts that you can use. Very, very powerful, very detailed. For anybody who's interested in learning R, the best site on the planet for R is rbloggers.com. It virtually has anything you're interested in learning about tutorials. You can grab source code. I'll put that link up here. So it's very powerful, rbloggers.com. And if you're just starting out, this is how I learned. The other big thing is to use this RStudio, make life a lot easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll walk you through this other script. I haven't released this yet. I probably won't put this out for a while. It's full of bugs. Might not even release it. But essentially what it's going to do, it's going to demo, do two charts. One is the RSI2, and it's a pretty cool script, but let me just run you through it. So it's going to clear out the workspace of R. I'm gonna walk through this really fast because I don't know what everybody's background level is. So this just does, these first three lines just do some environmental things. So it's going to load in this set of R packages. First one being the performance analytics, this financial instrument. These are all freely available online. I picked this one up from, actually I'll give you the URL of this one. This is the exact script that I'm using from this article right here. So that's where I've got this as a modified version of it. But where was I? Okay, so I'm going to load in this strange stock symbol, TITO, from the TSX. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a strategy, set up a stock object, and like I said before, it's going to download all the data from Yahoo. So it's now downloaded the data for THITO. Let me just show you that. TIHTO. Okay, so again, you have your open, high, low, close, all that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load into the workspace these custom functions. I'm not going to get into details of these. As I said, you can easily go to that URL that will explain all this stuff. But it's going to load in these custom functions. Let me just at least define them what they are for you. Custom order sizing function. It's part of, I don't even know how to explain it. You can do some pretty sophisticated portfolio management strategy development using these packages I just showed you. So that's the first function. There's a second function which will does an ATR. I can't even remember it. Does something. It calculates standard deviation on close prices, and then there's a custom indicator that is developed as well. So right here is a starting point. This line 71. Actually, let me just take a break. Anybody got any questions so far on what I just showed you? Remember, everybody's on blocks or unmuted, so if you guys, you can speak by voice if you have a question. Anybody at all? Or chat if you're too shy? Anybody? No? Okay, I'll continue. So what I've done is I've predefined all the custom functions. They're sitting in my workspace now. So I have my new entry point of from here, from this line 71. So I'll continue running it. So I'm going to set up initial date. This is my initial capital of 100,000. I can set up my percent of risk of 10. I think it's 5%. You can set up a multiplier on your stop size. You can set up your names of your portfolio and your account strategy. That's what the ST stands for, portfolio strategy and account strategy. Any questions so far in the chat mode? Sorry. So now we're going to initialize the portfolio. So remember, I'm working off of this TITO stock symbol. I'm going to initialize my portfolio, my accounting information. Remember, that's this 100,000, some other detail. Initialize the orders, and now I'm going to define my strategy and call it RB test. And now I'm going to create all these indicators, and these are them. So this is the description here. Indicators, 52-day trial on SMA, and there's a rule. Okay, and Eric's got some questions here. And do you have tests this strategy of any kind? Not really. This is all primitive. This can be back tested. This isn't a formal. This is just to show you what the power of R can do. You could easily blend this in with something like TradeLink or whatnot, or just use the data from TradeLink and write some further scripts. But let me finish this right now, Eric, and I'll take your question and try to address it. As I said, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up 3 indicators. I have an SMA on a 52-week. I have here, I can't remember what RB is, and standard deviation, all set for the last year, 52 weeks. Now I'm going to add some signals. This is the name, just so you guys know. You set your rules. If the RB is greater than what's coming in, as well as the SMA. If it's less than whatever you specify in the close, right here. So this is where you can easily define your indicators up here, your strategies, and then you can add your rules right here. So let's say you have a rule signal that you define and you name on your RB strategy. If it's greater than 1 and the order quantity is greater than 1,000. And you can set your market types as well, positions and all that stuff here. Again, I've put in that URL if you want to break down and understand it fairly quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just showing you how to set up the rules, the strategies, and the indicators. So what I'll do is I'm going to run from this initial date right now and go for that. In terms of VIX, Eric, you could probably download your data for the VIX, excuse me, from Yahoo, and download another set of data for your whatever your equity or your strategy is working from. And again, you can download all of that from Yahoo. So let me just go ahead and initialize the date and all that stuff up here. So we're on this line 71, and remember this is the console down here. So we're running line by line. One of the big weaknesses of our studio, it doesn't have a very solid debugger, but this is all you can really work with. So right now we're going to initialize the portfolio. Yeah, you get some, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I'm not releasing this. Yeah, all kinds of crazy errors. Let me just rerun this whole thing again. Okay, because I've seen these errors before. Okay, clearing out the workspace, setting up the stock symbol stuff, downloading the data from Yahoo. Okay, there's our symbol. I'm going to convert to a weekly right here. Okay, so I'm going to load in again all these custom functions I just showed you, all in one run process. Now I'm going to initialize the data starting again from line 71. Hopefully I won't come across that error. This is where we generate our error right in here. Hopefully, now I'm just showing this on the fly. So this did run okay. So I'm going to initialize the account. So again, that's the name of the strategy, RB test, or sorry, RB test. And now I'm going to initialize the orders. So I'm I'm going to define my strategy right in here. Okay, and now we're going to add the indicators. Okay, now we're going to add the signals. Okay, and now we're going to add the rules. So you can see these are all the lines that are run. There's no errors generated. So now we're going to apply the strategy. So what this does right here, it just shows you how long it takes to run. I'm running on an i7, so it's pretty quick. So off it goes, and should finish. I guess not enough data. I'm not sure what's going on, but this is one of the reasons. I'm just tinkering around with this, so I didn't think I'd be showing you guys this, but I'm hoping I can show a plot of some kind. So we're going to update the portfolio after running the strategy. Yeah, I don't think it's going to generate anything. But now we're going to run this chart. Yeah, but there you get a basic chart. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just do a zoom on that. So obviously it'll show you some pretty sophisticated charting. That's all from these R packages I showed earlier. And you can continue running it. Do you guys want me to continue with this or not? Any questions so far? Anybody at all? Remember, you guys can speak.
Yes, no question.
Okay. Anybody else? I can continue running this script if you like, but like I said, I'm just trying to show you the power of what is out there within the world of R. But again, we can just update the account. Remember, I just ran the strategy, and we're going to update the what's called ending equity, or I guess the same as a position. And here's some data here, and we're going to run trade statistics. So CAGR, max drawdown, and MAR. I can't remember what these stand for. I'm doing a million things at once. So that these guys run calculates your wealth index or your portfolio, and does a count of some kind. All I'm wanting to really show you is the plot. And there's another plot here that you can generate. Cumulative return, daily return, and your drawdown. So again, this is just one of millions of scripts you can find at the R bloggers here. And let me just show you that script right here. This is the one. Yeah, I think I just posted it. Yeah, just this guy right here. Let me just pull that up.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I just showed you. Is this is the detail? That whole script is what you're seeing here in this URL. I'll post that again so everyone can capture it. Okay. Anybody got any questions so far? I just want to again show you the power of R and what it can do. Yeah, I find R bloggers a very powerful source to capture all this info that what I'm doing. And as I said, I played enough with MATLAB, and this is just a wealth of information you can get on this site using R. And again, if you watch this video, you can blend your Java and your R line by line. This is a half-hour video that I created a while back. Does that help everybody out? That's where I'm going. I know Eric. The powerful. Okay, Andreas, you can speak if you like.
Okay, yes, I can speak. Yeah. I just wanted to say, I think the power of R is in one point the language itself, but mainly that there are so many interesting libraries. For example, in the financial world, you can use. I think that's the main power. And the number of libraries is growing each month.
Yeah.
So you don't have to start with Adam and Eve, so, but you can start at some higher level. Which library is the one to make this backtesting you just showed us.
I got here highlighted on my screen. It's performance analytics.
Okay, yeah, performance analytics. Okay.
And financial
Yes, I
institute,
don't know.
blotter, and quantstrat.
Okay.
These are fairly complex, but there's also the quant mod.
Yeah, quantum, I know. Yeah.
Quant mod's a simpler one, but these ones are very powerful, very powerful. Anybody got any other questions at all? Eric, I know you're looking for strategies. I would highly recommend you go this route. As you can see, what you can do with this with this power of R, it's honestly, it's mind blowing compared to MATLAB. I mean, I love MATLAB, but what you pay for MATLAB versus R, which is free, you just can't beat it. Anybody got any questions at all? I didn't realize we'd be sitting here promoting R. But that's okay. That's what it's about. Anybody out there? I was going to try to wrap this up by 7 o'clock, but this is kind of good timing from my end. Anybody got any comments? Anybody? You guys are really shy, man. Andres, you got anything else you'd like to address?
Not in the moment. I think you are located in Toronto. Is it
Yeah,
right?
I'm in Canada. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Perhaps we can meet once.
Yeah.
In real life, I'm in Toronto in November. Perhaps.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can share some things because I've also done some years of development in trading.
Oh,
and you seem to do the same. So maybe we can exchange some ideas.
I'm gonna assume you're in. You sound from Germany.
Yes, I'm from Germany. Yeah, but I'm actually traveling in Canada.
Oh yeah, where are you right now?
Actually, I'm in Moncton in the east.
Oh, in Moncton. Okay, is that where you live, or do you travel around, as you're saying?
I live. I'm both. I'm traveling around, but I live in each town for about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And in November I will be in Toronto, so it would be a chance to meet.
How long are you in Toronto for?
For 4 weeks.
Oh, 4 weeks at a time. Okay, gotcha.
November.
Oh wow, that'd be awesome. And where do you like? Do you have a home? Like whereabouts do you live typically, or would like to live?
I live with some friends. I know friends in different towns.
Yeah.
And but not in Toronto. I will look for a room for the 4 weeks.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
But I'm coming from Germany. My apartment is in Germany.
Okay. What part of Germany are you from, or where do you?
From the west, it's Cologne. Perhaps you know.
Cologne. Yeah. No, I have family in Munich, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. What I've done is I put you my primary email on the chat mode, the feedback@quantlabs.net.
Okay.
So just reach out to me to that, yeah, we'll start something. I'm actually going to be doing a lot of social meetups around October, November as well. So you come out to one of those for anybody in Toronto as well.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
I'm going to assume you're part of the meetups, right?
Yes. I didn't look at your group so far because I hadn't the time, but I will look in the future more often into your group. So,
okay.
And perhaps we can change some emails or something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, just email me your email here, and I'll get back to you, and we can build out whatever needs to be done.
Thanks.
No worries. Thank you. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns, anything about the membership or the meetups or anything? It's all wide open. That's what this thing's all about. Anybody out there? So yeah, I'm going to try to, like I said, keep it down to 5 minutes. Anybody at all? Anybody? I don't want to start telling any quant jokes again. No, not quite. We can tell technical analysis jokes. Comments? Feedback at least? I'm not a comedian. I can't do this stuff. I don't want to... Anybody.
I think it's interesting that you take the chance to promote. Perhaps I can say that R a little bit, and because it's a nice software that can't be promoted enough.
Yeah.
So I think it's nice to do something like you do, to bring the people together.
Yeah.
Because I know in this field there are many alone workers who do their programming and things on the financial thing, and it's always good to share some ideas, and it's nice from you that you are taking the
initiative.
Yes, to do that. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got a whackload of webinars lined up over the next 3-4 weeks. So, yeah.
I will try to follow your meetups in the future more than I did before.
Yeah. Let me just show you what I'm referring to. I don't know if you guys know about this. I'll just show you the link. If you come to the blog, if you go under events, I have complete calendar. All this stuff is obviously in the past. This is what we're working on tonight, the 20th. But I've got some on the 25th and 2 more. And I'm going to be scheduling my other ones as well. Just so you guys know. Yeah, let me give you the URL as well. And that's the URL for it.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
No worries. Anybody else got any questions? Oh, Brian. Let me just read your question here, Brian. Just give me a sec here. Added, missing most of it. I know the basic. Hey, Brian. I know. Yeah, you're still there. Yeah, like what we're saying, we're just showing the power of our very powerful language compared to MATLAB. MATLAB's to get a good MATLAB environment costs you about $30,000. Yeah, I played with Octave as well, and I find Octave very limiting. So for the same power, I'd easily move into R. That's just my take on it. Anybody else got any questions? Because it's already very close to 7 o'clock. Anybody have any questions at all? Andreas, you want to say anything else, or adjust, or comment?
No, not in the moment. I have no idea what to say.
You're speechless.
I thank you very much, and I hope to meet you soon, or exchange some emails.
Yeah, for sure. Do reach out. I would be very intrigued to get in touch with you on this. So
thank you very much.
No problem. No problem. We'll do another one of these maybe next week. It'll probably be like a 2-3 day notice, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool to keep this kind of thing going, and maybe I could put on another little tap dance show for you on the off the cuff. Anybody else going to say anything at all? Hey, Robert, we're just wrapping up in a sec. Unless you got something you'd like to ask. I'm gonna unmute you, Robert. Robert, you out there?
Yeah.
Hey, we're whoa, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
We're just wrapping up, actually. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions you might have for the group?
No, actually, just my first time trying to get
Yeah.
So you guys can go ahead,
Yeah, it looks like Eric was asking if you're from China. He wanted to know where you're from, because we have Eric. Forgive Lou, I guess. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Eric. He wants to know where you live, where you're located, Robert.
Me? Well, I come from the eastern part of China. That's a city called Nanjing. It's the old capital of China.
Okay. Eric says he's from Beijing, or he's living right now in Beijing.
Oh, it's good.
Are you living there now, or are you in North America, or?
No, right now I'm in Canada.
Oh, whereabouts? In Toronto?
Yes, in Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're gonna have a meetup fairly soon, and probably have 2 meetups for sure in September, October. So hopefully you can come out. You got any questions, Eric? Sorry, Robert.
No, I don't have questions. So yeah.
You have any comments, feedback, or anything for the group? Sorry to put you on the place.
Well,
if you have audio
sorry.
That's okay. Robert? I'm gonna go ahead. You could type it up in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then just ask your questions or whatever you want to say in the chat.
All right.
You got anything you want to ask or anything?
I'm
I'm gonna mute you, okay? Because it's
okay.
Okay, hang on. Anybody else got any questions? Okay, Eric's asking if anyone's a quant right now. Anybody a quant? Guess for Robert. Anybody want to? Your keyboard's going. That's a good sign. Oh, Andreas is asking what a quant is. No, Andreas, it's a tough one to ask. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. You do know what a quant is, right?
Yeah, okay, I know, but I think there are many quants. Someone who has just started to simulate something, maybe a quant, or somebody who already earns money with a running and working trading system.
From my experience over the last year and a bit, people I've met through, the meetups and stuff, yeah, there's a lot of people making money that are pretty serious at it. I've got one guy earlier this year who was running a $6 million fund from what he does. I had, I don't know, do you know a person by the name of Ernest Chan? I think everyone knows Ernest Chan. If you know Ernest Chan, type it up.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
He's been part of our group as well. He's got a fund about $1 or $2 million. So there are people doing quite well at it. What's happening in the last year is another question, but it is quite possible. I don't know if you have a full-time job.
That's nice. Ernest Chen is in your group? Okay.
Well, he's not in my group, but he's done 2 presentations to the meetup earlier last year.
Okay.
He's quite he's an inspiration. That's all I can really tell you. He's a down-to-earth guy too. He doesn't carry a big attitude or anything. Robert, you got any other questions? I'm not sure because we were just going to wrap up. If you would like to ask something, might as well do it now. Anybody? I guess not. We'll do a going once, twice, 3 times. Going once, twice, going 3 times. Nope. Okay, so we'll just call that a day or a night, whatnot. I'll try to do another one of these. This is really good, even for an hour. If anybody's got any presentations or anything or any ideas, let me know via the meetup. We can definitely get something underway. So I guess we'll call it a wrap unless there's last-ditch effort. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody? Nope. Okay. Okay, why don't we just call it a wrap, call it an evening. Like I said, here's a schedule for next week. It's for my members. All listed right here for the next 3 Mondays. I'll be doing some other stuff. I'm right now getting into Garch, and then I'll be moving into moving averages. And the other one, what's the other one I'm working on? Moving average and pairs trading. So I'll be focusing on those 3 over the next probably month or so and doing some presentations on those. Anybody else got questions, comments, concerns, anything for me, feedback for the group, anything? If not, we'll just call it a wrap. Anybody? Okay, it looks like not. Okay, I appreciate everybody coming out. I'll schedule another one of these really soon, and I'll do some other stuff as well. Andreas, do get in touch with me. I'd be very interested to hear about your story.
Yeah, yes. Okay, then I say it's finished now, I think. I say thank you and we'll quit the meeting.
Yeah.
If you know, okay?
Yeah, I think so. Nobody else got anything else to say. I'll say arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, sayonara, au revoir, bonsoir.
Okay,
okay.
very good.
Okay, thanks to all, okay?
Have a nice evening, Brian. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Have a good night, everybody. See ya.
Bye-bye.
See ya.